Hello students, welcome to today's second session of whole number, where we are going to discuss about properties of whole number for multiplication. Now, as I told you that we will be discussing about properties of whole number for multiplication, let's consider an example where we have three bundles of sticks, and that too three sticks bounded in one bundle. So we have altogether 4 bundles. So that is 3 plus 3 plus 3 and 3. You know the addition is 12. But this 4 times we have 3, that is 4 into 3 is also 12. As we can see on the board that it's very clear that multiplication is nothing but repeated addition. So keeping this in our point that multiplication is nothing but repeated addition, will be looking deeper in the properties of whole number. Now, properties of whole number, the first property is nothing but our closure property, where we know that if A and B are two numbers and we multiply, we get a whole number. Now, what is whole number? As we have discussed till now, we know very clearly that all the counting numbers, including 0, a new group was formed which was called whole number. So, even if your A is 0, that is 0 into any number, let it be 100, you are going to get it as 0. If it is 2 into 4, you are getting it as 8. Remember, 0 is a whole number, 100 is a whole number, 2 is a whole number, 4 is a whole number. When you are multiplying, you are getting 0 as in the first case, and for the second one, you get 8 as in the second answer. So, we conclude that when we multiply two numbers, the resultant which we are going to get is again a whole number. Now, this is your closure property. Moving forward, we have the second property called as commutative property. Now, the commutative property says that when we multiply A into B or B into A, we are going to get the same result. That means when we are multiplying two whole numbers, the change in order doesn't make any sense. Like if you can see, if you know the table of 2 and 5, 5 2s are 10 and 2 5s are 10. Clear? We know that, see, here A is 5 and B is 2. In the second case, if you write it as A is 5 and B is 2, or B is 2 and A is 5, you are going to get the answer as 10 only. So this says that commutative property holds true for whole number under multiplication. Now the third one, as we have seen the properties in addition and subtraction, the properties closure, commutative, associative are there for almost all the 4 operations. For addition and subtraction, we have seen they exist or not, we have checked. For addition, we saw that closure exists, commutative also exists, associative was also existing. But for the subtraction, having a recap, for subtraction closure was there, but for commutative we know that A minus B is not equals to B minus A. As the commutative property was not true, means it was not holding true, the associative was also not true. But we have seen in multiplication addition that when the commutative property was true for addition, associative was also true. Let's check the associative property here. For associative property, we need 3 whole numbers, that is A into B into C. There it was addition, so we use plus sign. Here it is multiplication, you are using multiplications. This is your third property, associative property. So that is A into B into C. We can see that we have written the same thing, but a bracket makes a change. That is, A is multiplied with the product of B into C, whereas C is multiplied to the product of A and C. Now, if we take the example as 2 into 3 into 4, clear? And this side as 2 into 3 into 4. We know that 2 into 3 plus 4 is 12 and this will come as 24. And if we multiply this, 2 into 3 is 6 and 4 is again 24. So we are clear that associative property, when we even take 3 numbers, it is going to be the same. Now coming to the fourth property, it is multiplicative property of 0, which says A into 0 and 0 into A will give you 0. That means the multiplicative property says that if a whole number is multiplied by 0 or 0 is multiplied to a whole number, you are going to get 0 as the answer. Now the fifth property which we are going to discuss about is multiplicative identity. Now this is multiplicative property of 1, says when A is multiplied, that is a whole number is multiplied to 1 or 1 is multiplied by a whole number, you are going to get the same whole number. For example, 7 into 1 or 1 into 7, you are getting 7 as the answer. Here, if you are multiplying 7 with 0 or 0 is multiplied by 7, you are going to get a big 0. Now we will be discussing about sixth property, that is distributive property. Now what does distribute means? Distribute means, yes, exactly. In Hindi if you say distributive means बांटना. Now we will be seeing two properties, distributive property of multiplication over addition and distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Now let's take up the first one, where we are going to write distributive law of multiplication over addition. Now in this also we need three whole numbers, that is A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. Now as distributive law of multiplication says over addition, see distributive law means to equally divide. Now what? Of means multiply, that is multiplication, over addition, that is B plus C. That means A will be equally divided to B and among B and C. Remember the sign. See, first is multiply, the second one is addition. So multiplication A into this together is distributed here. See, we have plus in the middle, that is addition, and then plus is also available here. So A into B, forget about the other part, and then forget about the first part, that is plus A into C. Now to check whether this really works or not, let the value of A be 11, okay, and the value of B be 6, and similarly B is equals to 6, and for C it will be 4. Now when we find the value of A into B plus C, what we get? We get A is 11 into 6 plus 4. Now 11 into 6 plus 4 is 11 into 6 plus 4 is 10. We will be getting 110 as the answer. Now let's check when we are multiplying it with A into B plus A into C. What is the value of A? A will be substituted by 11 and B with 6. Similarly, A with 11 and C by 4. 11 6 are 66 plus 11 4s are 44. 6 plus 4 is 10, 1 carry. 6 plus 1 7, 7 plus 4 is 11. So now we can say that A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. Clear? So this we have seen distributive law of multiplication over addition. Similarly, side by side we are going to see about distribution of multiplication over subtraction. That is second one, distributive law of multiplication over subtraction. That is A into B minus C will be equal to A into B minus A into C. Again we will be taking the same value. See, you can take different values also, but to make a comparison and explain you better, I am going to take the same example as A as 11, B as 6 and C as 4. So, we will be finding the value of A into B minus C. That is nothing but 11 into 6 minus 4 will be 2, and you will be getting the value as 11 2s are 22. Let's check for AB into A minus C. Now for the second part, that is A into B minus A into C, A will be your 11 and B is nothing but 6 minus 11 into 4. We will be getting it as 66 minus 44. We are getting it as 22. Hence from this and this we can say that the property of multiplication over subtraction, the distributive property of multiplication over subtraction is also found to be true. So, based on these properties, we can take a few examples also, and let's quickly revise about the division property also. Now we'll see here some examples based on the properties which we have discussed. Clear? Now regarding closure property, commutative property, associative property and multiplicative property of 0 and multiplicative property of 1. These are very clear. We will see some applications of distributive property over multiplication. Now, if you see on the board, this is 197 by 54. You need to multiply. And you have already done about this in your previous classes as a 6-digit number and 2-digit number. Now, when you multiply 197 by 54, what did you do till now? See, first you have multiplied this 197 by 4. That is 7 4s are 28. 2 in hand. 4 9s are 36. 37 38. And 3 in hand. 4 1s are 4. And 3 is 7. So what you did? You have multiplied 197 by 4. Clear? Now, the next multiplication is 7 5s are 35. You left this place as empty because you are multiplying with tens digit. 7 5s are 35. 5. 3 in hand. 5 9s are 45. 46, 47, 48, 8, 4 in hand, clear? Then 5 ones are 5 plus 4 is 9. So what you did here, you had multiplied this by 50, clear? And what you did in your previous classes, this was 8 and let it be zeros, you're multiplying with tens place. So this becomes 8, this is 13, 1 in hand, 8 is 16, 1 carry, and this is 10. So the number which we got was 10,638. So this was your normal multiplication. Until unless multiply 197 by 54 by using distributive property as written, you can do your problem in the way which you did. But once by using the property it is mentioned or it is written that use it by distributive property. So the only option required here is 197 into 54, and 197, this 54 will be written as 50 plus 4. Remember, we are using distributive property of multiplication for addition, that is 197 into 50 plus 197 into 4. Already we did. When we are multiplying it by 50, this is 9850, and by 197 it is 788, and then we are adding these two numbers getting us 10,638. So if you observe both the methods on the board, what you were doing, you are still doing the same thing. Only part changed is this one. Here you are using your distributive property. This was with addition. Let's quickly take one example for the subtraction also. Multiply 785 into 94. So what we will be doing here is, we are not going to multiply it like this. As I use this method just to explain you. Now we will be using only our distributive method. So for that it is 785 into 94 can be written as 100 minus 6. As we have written here as 50 plus 4. Clear? This is 100 minus 6 is nothing but 94. Now 785 into 100 minus 785 into 6. So see, here the calculation part became very easy. 785 multiplying by 100 means multiply 1 with the number here and add 2 more zeros. Then minus 785 into 6, that is 6 5s are 30, 0, 3 in hand, 6 8s are 48, 49, 50, 51, 1, 5 in hand, 42 plus 5 is 47. So we get 471, and when you subtract these two numbers, that is 78500 and 4710, you are going to get 0 here. This is 10, this is 14, this becomes 7. So we are going to get 10 minus 1 is 9, 7, and the number you are going to get is 73,790. So we have seen the distributive example of application of distributive property over addition and over subtraction. Now we will be seeing rearranging property. Now we'll take two more examples. In our previous example, what we did is we used the first product of distributive property. Using this we have solved our multiplication part. Or using means the one of the numbers in the product, we have arranged them as a sum of two number. In the second example, difference of two number. So we applied the first part of the distributive property. Now we will be seeing with the second part. So if you find here, the second part is A into B plus A into C. See, this is your A. A is equals to 968. B is equals to 73 and C is equals to 27. Similarly, if we compare here, We have A is equals to 1063, B is equals to 127 and C is equals to 27. Now just looking on the number, and if you know what is common, which property we are using, solution is just a fraction of, it will take just a fraction of time, not more than that. So see, we know that this and this are common. Here also this multiplication part, and till the multiplication part things are common. So what we are going to do is 968 multiplied, we have taken from here, we have taken from here. What is left in the first one? It's 73. And if you cover this part, what is remain in the half part? That is plus 27. So this is nothing but 968 into 3 plus 7 is 10, 0, 1 carry, 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 plus 2 is 10. So the solution part is very easy, isn't it? Now coming to the second example, where A multiplication 1063 into is taken as common. Again, till this multiplication we are left with 127. Sign is minus. Again this part is common. We have left with 27. So we are left with 1063 into 127 minus 27 is nothing but 100 and 106300. That means when we are using distributive property, either the second part or the first part, we try to get the other part in multiple of 10 and 100 so that the calculation part becomes quicker and easier. So, and one more problem where we will be rearrange and solve. So for this, if the third example is given as, the question is 9 into 2990, sorry 4 into 2990 into 250. If such type of problems are given, which law you are going to use? No, not associative law. So, yes, exactly. Associative law will be used by rearranging. See, here if you can multiply 4 into 2990 and then answer to 250. But if you find something in this, that is, the most important one is 2990, and when you multiply this by 250 into 4, we know we can change the order. Why we choose 250 into 4? Because 250 into 4 will again help us to get the numbers in multiple of 10. So for this the answer is going to be 2990. 250 into 4 is 1000. Clear? Now the answer is 2990 and followed by 3 more 0. So this is your answer. So you have seen application of distributive property of multiplication over addition over subtraction, rearranging and solving. Now keep practicing the similar type of problem. We will be ending our session for today and we'll meet soon with property where we will be discussing about property of whole number for division and examples based on that. Thanks a lot for now. Keep solving the problems, stay healthy and follow the instructions given by government.